What's up, everybody? Welcome to my podcast, which is HBCU Fan-Addict. I'm Dr. Tuesday Mahoney. So I thought I would start a HBCU series to help empower upcoming college students, as well as college students who are interested in going to graduate programs about historically Black colleges and universities. I've searched all over YouTube, and I wasn't able to find a lot of content about HBCUs. And so with me being an administrator and working with HBCUs and at HBCUs and with students, empowering them to succeed through HBCUs, I thought it would be vital to start a series on HBCUs right here on YouTube. So like and subscribe to my channel, Dr. Tuesday Mahoney. I'm an author as well as an HBCU administrator. So I'm just going to give you some great fun facts about HBCUs throughout this series so that you can be empowered and hopefully attend one. I know it's going to change your life. So I myself, just getting started, I actually attended 2 HBCUs in my undergrad. And I'm telling you now, I was told I would never go to college. I was at a predominantly white education system. And when I first placed myself into an HBCU and stepped foot on the campus, my entire life was changed. The sense of pride, the sense of support, the sense of focus on the content of my character, as MLK would say, and not the color of my skin. It was so important for my confidence. And so I want young people and adults to feel confident in going back to school. And the way you can do that as a Black and brown person in this country is through an HBCU. So today we're talking about what is an HBCU. So I'm just going to dive right into it so you can really understand how influential HBCUs are and will continue to be. So HBCU stands for Historically Black Colleges and Universities. And they were established in the United States in the early 19th century. Now, specific legislation had to reinforce education for people of African descent or former slaves, because some people really thought, as you can imagine, as you know, that to educate a Black person in this country was criminal. Think about that. The crime. There was actually laws in some southern states that banned slaves from reading and writing. And if they were caught, they would receive anywhere from 20 to 12 slashes if they were caught reading. Brutal, right? Well, now we have the opportunity to seek whatever level of education we desire. And so I really wanted to do this particular podcast because I want African-American young people today to understand their history and how people fought for your right, to be educated. And I want parents to understand that it's never too late to go back to college, and you can do it through an HBCU. And not only that, you can empower your family and your young people to follow the path of education instead of other negative influences. So Black students were unwelcomed at existing public and private institutions of higher education. And as a result, HBCUs had to be established, and they are transforming the lives and have been of African Americans for decades. So let me just tap really quickly on the history so you'll know. So Richard Humphreys established the African Institute, which is now Cheney University, that was established in 1837 in Pennsylvania as the oldest historical Black college in the United States, and it's still in existence today. So shout out to Mahoney University. The mission was to teach African Americans basic reading, writing, English, as well as industry. So speaking of industry, I have some fun facts about HBCUs. I found this just so you will know. HBCUs have great influence over industry. So HBCUs actually have some of the higher professionals as well as entrepreneurs who conferred their degree from historical Black colleges and universities. So 75% of Black PhDs come from HBCUs. 45% of Black business executives graduated from an HBCU. 50% of Black engineers. 80% of today's Black federal judges. Wow. 85% of Black doctors. 50% of attorneys. 75% of Black military officers. 40% of dentists. 50% of pharmacists, and the list just goes on and on and on. So HBCUs have been the trail and still is the trailblazer for African Americans in industry, in entrepreneurship. So during the 1850s, there were 3 more HBCUs founded. Minor Normal School was founded in 1851 in Washington, D.C. Then Lincoln University in 1854 was founded in Pennsylvania. Wilberforce in 1856 in Ohio was established by the African Methodist Episcopal Church, and it was the first HBCU operated by African Americans. And so now today you can see that HBCUs are dominated by educated African Americans who hold the highest level of PhDs in this country, and they teach at historically Black colleges and universities. Powerful, right? So some additional fun facts is that HBCU enrollment has increased and will continue to increase throughout the decade. And then HBCUs, they conferred over 48,000 degrees between 2018 and 2019, and they continue to do so. So it's so vital that you understand how important HBCUs are in the midst of racial uprise. HBCUs, that's home. That is a place where you can go once again to really be judged on your gifts and your talents and not the color of your skin. It's hidden in HBCUs. So if you want to find out more about HBCUs, like and subscribe to this channel. I'll be bringing you great fun facts. I'll also be running down the list of some of the top HBCUs from the bachelor level, master's, and doctoral level. I'm also going to cover vital information about financial aid and how you can enroll in an HBCU. I'll be doing a wonderful series on HBCUs in every state. So I'm going to do a rundown of HBCUs in every state. I think you're going to love that. So I'm Dr. Tuesday Mahoney. I'll leave my link below where you can find me. I have 2 amazing books right now out related to HBCUs. They are guides for elementary kids, teaching them early about their history in HBCUs. And then I have a wonderful guide for everybody else that are middle school, high school, and adults who really want to understand the different HBCUs. Then you want to definitely get my book. It's called HBCU Fan-Addict. I'm an HBCU fan-addict. I'm addicted to them. So follow my channel and I will see you very, very soon. Like and subscribe. Go HBCUs.